Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Laura Lee, tuning into Miss Becky Spirit. Welcome.
Thank you.
Becky, where are you calling from?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. So beautiful there. It's one of my favorite places to visit. Becky, first impression I'm receiving is I do hear a name, Liz or Elizabeth. Is that a connection to you?
Not family-wise, but yes.
A friend?
I actually live with her. She is my fiance's grandmother.
Oh, interesting. Maybe this is coming for her, or maybe it's coming for you. I don't know. Somebody who is holding the ashes of a loved one, and the money was given from the spirit and it was spent.
Would it be a Lily?
The one who's in ashes might be a spirit connected to you or Liz or Elizabeth.
My grandmother's name is Lily, and she has my granddaddy's ashes. There was a bunch of issue about money being spent over that.
How was that connected to you?
He was my granddaddy. Grandmother had his ashes up on the mantle at her house. That's where I grew up at.
Right. And so all the money was spent.
Yes. So
he's just saying he's present. So if Liz or Elizabeth is there, he's got you, babe. So he's just validating all the little details. He says somebody gave him hand-me-downs, and that included a car at one point. I don't know if it was her or you driving his car, or somebody is driving his car or has his car.
My grandmother has his car.
And still driving, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's on its last leg, like it's having a hard time.
Yeah, it is.
And he says something that's really important about the tire. There's something to do with a new tire or needing a new tire in association with a spare. Does that make sense to you?
It does, but it's a completely different issue, though. It's that the truck that my fiance drives, he just had a flat last night.
Oh, he did and had to use a spare. But now I want you to hold on to all this, okay? Because I feel like there might be also a connection to the last leg of the other car. And it seems like you might be there at the right time to perfectly help. And he's very concerned. So he's watching over all this. And he says there's been trouble getting from one place to another. And I feel like because of cars and people changing in and changing out of cars, like there's a shuffle with cars in order to get to a place and get back to a place.
That's with my fiance's family, because I don't really talk to my family anymore, except for my grandmother. That sounds more like Adam's family, because it's a constant shuffle with cars. There's only two vehicles, and that, every one of them needs it for, to go to work, and then he needs the truck to go to work, and then, yeah.
It's such a crazy thing, yes. And he says, don't let this stop you. And I feel like this is the key to say this. Don't let all this stop you, because I feel like it's just so heavy in some of the day-to-day stuff, because I feel like it's getting into the way of making a living and earning a living. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And somebody's got a part-time gig that's going to turn into a long-time gig if they just stick with it.
That's me.
Stick with it, because everybody else will just disappear. And oh, there you are. I see a little boy with a Batman costume.
My son, well, I have two sons. My oldest, he wore a Batman costume, but Ryder, my baby, he's probably 5 now, which I don't get to see. I think he was Batman for Halloween.
That's a confirmation to the message of everything I said, Miss Becky.
Yeah, I had seen him like 4 years. But thank you.
You're loved. It's going to be okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're watched over. Thank you for sharing your time with me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. If you'd like to sign up and be a caller on the show, go to radiomediumlauralee.com, where you can find out about services and events to support the show. And you can tune into your spirit each and every day by subscribing to the podcast. And please share it. We'd love to hear from you.